Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of Empire Total War featuring Darthmod and the 40 unit save version. And we had some action last time. We have action every episode, but where it left us is over here to respond to Württemberg and see if we can retake. Well, actually, I've decided. Can you tell my arrow went over here? Now, we're not going to retake this turn. Strasbourg. What we're going to do is try and take, because it looks more doable at the moment. We're going to try retaking, or not retaking, attacking their home and see if we can't weaken them that way. So there we go. Finally spit it out. Let's get our army moving and just get this going right away. Oh, and this army is considered reinforcing. That is a surprise. 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 Where is this army? Why is the cavalry, the artillery showing up as a reinforcement? Somewhere I have, oh, okay, it's coming over here. The Austrians are going to show up as my reinforcement with their cannon. I was like, where are these cannon coming from? So there we go. We've got it figured out. The problem is this is also going to be a reinforcing army, and we're going to have mortars in the way. So, but it's going to turn out to be more of an open field battle. We got a lot of, no, we don't have a lot of militia. We do have a lot of cavalry that we'll be going up against. So maybe what we're going to need to do is place ourselves outside the fortifications, out of the range, hopefully and ideally, of the mortars. There are a lot of square formations and whatnot, and play more to intercept the reinforcements. And once they're dealt with, hopefully we're strong enough to then move against the walls of the fortress. So there you go. I guess that's what we're trying. So we'll meet you on the battlefield, and we'll see. We're listed as not having favorable odds on this one, but we'll see if we can't pull this off. See you on the battlefield. All right, so here we are in the battlefield. Looks like we got some snow coming down, and at least the way we're initially set up, we're kind of in this little ravine, kind of not even in view very much of the fort we need to take. So let me figure out where I want to place. Obviously, I don't want to place the cannon down below. We'll never have a great shot, I would think, of the fort. So I'm going to finish my setup, and then we'll come back and get this battle going. Alright, I decided to set up artillery out of the ravine, which is back over the horizon over there, and onto this little hill. We're going to bombard this side of the fortress, and I would guess that over here, given this symbol that's down over here, that's where our reinforcements are coming in. We'll find out. And I don't have a clue where theirs will be coming in. So just in case, I have cavalry, couple square formations of grenadiers kind of protecting the artillery just in case they come in right where we are. We've had that happen before, and we will quickly convert to square formation if that happens. There's a chance they could bring in the infantry first. There's a chance they could bring in their cavalry first. We don't know, so we'll try to just be nimble and react however and wherever they come in. But for now, let's get bombarding on the walls, and then see if we can't pay attention and find out where they come in. And let the bombing begin. Okay, I'm seeing their the reinforcements coming in over here. Let's go find out what's coming in and where they are. Here they are. So we have, yeah, they're racing in that cavalry superiority that they own. So what we got to do, and they're not in range at all of our cannon. So we're gonna have to focus the cannon on the walls. In fact, they're sending some cavalry out, which is bizarre to me. But you never know. I think what we're going to do is this, now that we know we're safe. In fact, let's take a look. Yeah, we have cannon coming in over here, and they're just setting up. I think that's AI controlled since they're my ally. I don't get the opportunity to control them. In fact, I see another blue symbol over here on the map, and they're coming in over here. Let's get our soldiers out of the way in a hurry so we don't take any damage. Hopefully they're shooting over us. And they're going to help us on this wall attack, it looks like. Let's run, little guys, until they're done firing. We may have lost one guy down there. The danger of artillery and moving in front of artillery. We took our first casualty in the long grass here. Where's that snow? Okay, we can slow them down. Let's add these guys to it, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start moving these guys over this way to kind of start working in that general direction. While we're pounding the wall, maybe we can come up, and we'll find out if it works the same way it worked for me. When I'm reinforcing it, it doesn't allow me to go up to the full 40 units. It put a cap, and then as I lost units, more reinforcements could come in. So maybe that is what'll happen here. Horse. So they're bringing their cavalry in, and the bad news is they're going to be going in here, and they're going to be surrounding the mortars. So when we get close and ready to start, ooh, we already took one wall down. Let's get moving on the other wall and get our breaches going. So it's going to be hard to take out their mortars. We're going to have to just deal with the bombardment. Right now we apparently are out of range, and if I stay towards the edges as I move around the fort, I kind of have an idea for a plan. These are going to be my assault troops that we have over here. These are going to be my blockade once he finishes his initial reinforcement. This will be my blockade against further reinforcements, and we'll see how that works for us. Maybe it's a silly plan splitting ourselves up like this, and I don't need my grenadiers, I don't think. Yeah, his cavalry's not coming out anymore. We can probably take them out of square formation. Although I'll keep them on this side to be able to help with the attack. And we're not going to do anything with these guys yet until we get our wall bombardment done. So that's the normal plan for me, is get the bombardments done. They're off the walls here because of the breach. They're off the walls here, and where is this cannon shooting at? I'm going to assume, yeah, I just saw some cannon fire. He's working on this wall for me. So we're going to have multiple breaches, at least 3 right off the bat. What I might even do is relocate my own artillery if I have to, or maybe, yeah, from here, since I think the range covers the fort at least, I can bombard, and I can break 2 walls here, then start another punch through over here. I can just destroy their walls, and then give us lots of options for entering once we get going here. So we'll see. We'll see how this works, what we decide to do. And once the bombardment is more complete, we will definitely come back. One thing I figure we can do in the meantime, as we're doing our bombardment, we have some new units here. We have our 71st Regiment of Foot Scots, so I figure we take a close look at how they're decked out in their uniforms, and you can definitely tell we have the Scotland Regiment here. And then here we have the Swiss Infantry, all dapper in their uniforms. Someone's got a little bit of a cough. And another infantry regiment, the Waldeck Infantry, and they got the yellow trim on their uniforms. All these units that I'm showing you, remember, they're rookies. They have no battle experience, unlike others. So hopefully they'll hold up. And then we didn't look at them up close, but we have our grenadiers also. They were helping protect our artillery initially, and hopefully close combat wise. Look at those! Look at those big old hats, making them look even taller than they really are. Let's keep our move going over towards their reinforcement zone. And hopefully I've left enough units for the assault. I can always, if it turns out, it looks like we have enough units to blockade the reinforcements, we can always break off a couple if we need to. Perhaps. The cavalry grows restless over here. Getting close to getting through the walls here. And that was an amazingly successful bombardment. If you saw it, boom, 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 we just got over 50%, so the walls are weakened for us. And we may have done some casualties. Yes, we have. It's only militia, though. Okay, we've broken through over here. Let's go for another wall side. Let's really tear this fort apart. I said, let's tear this fort apart. There we go. We're more at the limits of our range on this one, so maybe it'll take a little longer to punch through this one. We'll find out. Okay, we just noticed some cavalry over here. They escaped my attention. Let's go convert to square formation. See what they're trying to get done over here. They're gonna make an attack on us. This will be suicide if they do, but let's find out. Oh yeah, here's the charge. And we repulse them handily. They will probably come back to fight another day. Well, they made their second charge fast. Now they're shattered. They will be gone. So what I want to pay attention to is my forces over here that are moving towards the reinforcement zone. We should see exactly where the reinforcements come in, and that's where I'm going to want to put some of my defenses. So we're going to keep our eyes over here for these guys to figure out. There they come. That's the point. And we got more cavalry where we will want to set up. Let's see if they turn towards us. They notice our advance over in that direction. We'll find out. We'll react as necessary. They're kind of frozen right now. Nah, they're kind of frozen at the moment. And they seem to be facing us a little more now as we come over the rise here. And if they start running towards us, we will halt our advance and go to the tried and true square formation. So far we are not getting bombarded by the mortars, so we must be just out of their range. The only good thing about going as mortars is we do outrange them with our artillery, so we can do our softening up first before we have to run the gauntlet. I think what we'll do is we are going to get the first line up here. Is that three? That's 3 regiments. get them ready if we have to form squares. Oh yeah, we're forming squares. Their first wavering going on. They're in our midst as they turn back into our square. And we're a little bit in disarray. They caught us a bit here. Ooh. What did we get rid of? There's another regiment of horse coming in. I don't see another, unless another one ventured out. Alright, we have broken this unit again. And shattered. I think we're going to halt and make a square formation here. We got 2 more regiments of horse that we're going to be facing. Let's try and be ready ahead of time this time. Definitely going towards the ones that are not set up. They know where to go. And then turn away now. Oh, they're coming back. And what did we take? And one of the enemy generals apparently was part of one of these cavalry units. We've taken this general out. He has shattered. Let's get back into formation and get moving up here, guys. Because pretty soon they will stop sending cavalry, and it's going to convert to infantry. That I just know. Let's try and get ready for that eventuality. They've recovered. Still have cavalry moving in. And we have some hussars, some light horse. Still got cavalry moving in. And we're still repulsing and halting them. Whoop. Coming at us before we're ready. Moved up, guys. Let's get moved up. Square formations are working against the cavalry charges. That is for certain. We may be in range, though. We're getting close to being in range of the mortars. They're dropping right nearby. We've still got cavalry coming in. Trying to inch closer and closer. To that reinforcement zone, because the cavalry is not endless. The cavalry is not endless. Square, square men, square. More cavalry. you guys out of the square now. We're kind of hop, skipping, and jumping, getting some move forward, while the others are taking on the cavalry, trying to get in position for when it converts to infantry. And try to hold off any more reinforcement. More cavalry. We are starting to waver here. Not good. Oh, we are not in square formation here. Let's get square formation here and support. Square formation here and support. And finally, we did get the square form. We got some militia coming in now, so we're hitting. Looks like we're getting to the end of the cavalry here. So let's get some of our line infantry over here. This is a big, important part of the battle in my mind, as we have to stop the flow of reinforcements, because this is where they outnumber us. And if we can hold the fort with what they've got, maybe, just maybe, we'll have a chance and won't be so grossly outnumbered. Let's seal off the reinforcement zone. You'd be reinforcements, but we won't have you shooting back. We got ourselves a little cauldron here to seal off the reinforcements. So far, we've been going against militia, and they're breaking quickly. Eventually, we're going to get line infantry. In fact, no more militia. We still have plenty of time on the timer. As soon as they come in, they're wavering. Okay, now we're starting to get some more experienced troops. Let's see what we can do here. The good news about attacking them, and you can call it gaming the system, but when I'm outnumbered, I know once they retreat, they're gone. So that's the advantage of being able to take them out as they're coming in. I don't know if this would have been a winnable battle otherwise. Look at how we're doing breaching the walls, and they are peppered with walls and holes in the wall like you wouldn't believe. Okay, as soon as we are certain that their reinforcements are under control, we're going to start making our moves. They're bombarding over here, but we are just out of their range. They're trying to support their reinforcements. These units are getting farther than the others. So I have reinforcements if we start to waver too much. So our ambush is working. We're finally getting down to some more militia garrison regiments. We should be nearing the end of this reinforcement phase, and then it'll be time to take our own action against the fort. It would appear this may be it. All right, looks like we have held the tide against their reinforcements. What we're going to do is hold the force on this side. We're going to get them refaced toward the fort, but we are going to get them a chance to rest before we take any action with them. 'Cause I believe they're all looking tired or very tired, I'm guessing. Very tired, yes. So we're going to give them a moment to rest, and we will start the attack on the other side. We'll have to advance under heavy fire from the mortars. We know that. Their attack here is done. Let's get back to line formation and get ready to move. We will keep them on fire at will in case they come out against us. And we're going to start the advance. We're going to spread out the line because we have the ability to wrap around breaches on both sides. So we're going to keep the line advance as thin as possible to hopefully minimize our casualties. We're also going to bring our grenadiers, see their first action of the battle. I think I'm going to advance the grenadiers actually to wall duty. There is this part that's available to maybe fire down upon or throw grenades down upon or from. So we're going to bring the grenadiers over here. And once we start getting close, we will then bring our forces in from this side, hopefully in rested state. In fact, we'll get an idea if they're gaining any rest. They're still tired. It's going to take a while. To recoup. I have a feeling the mortars that are falling short on that side, on the reinforcement side, will re-aim over here once we get within range. And then we'll decide where we want to push our cavalry to support any breach point that either is not covered or that needs some extra support. Now, one thing I've noticed is it could be cannon fire from our own shots that missed the wall and overshot, or the enemy, the AI enemy, has a better ability than us to shoot over the walls, because mortars right here are down by half their guns and half their personnel. The mortars over here, 3 out of 4 remain, and they're down almost halfway on their personnel. And of course the last remaining regiment is perfectly fine. And smoke rising from the shattered walls of the fortification. So far taking no significant shots yet on the advance on this side. I have my cannon targeting the building inside. They're not getting a lot of hits, but they are making progress and they are continuing to fire, and that's the important thing, because I'm figuring not all the shots will hit, and maybe we can that way do some damage on the interior. We're rising the hill, and we are now starting to take the mortar fire. We are in range. Oof. That hurts. cavalry out in force. I think it's time we convert. They seem to be headed over towards my grenadiers. Let's try a little square formation, just in case. We kept our cavalry back by the artillery. I see nobody else advancing, so that's all we'll do for the moment. See how the grenadiers hold up to this charge. The general. So both generals of both armies have fallen. And they are broken. Not being shattered, there's very likely chance that they can come back. Oh, now they are shattered. They are gone. We got more cavalry emerging. We're going to have to watch ourselves. Lead elements we are going to put into square formation. And we can start taking the rear elements out. And bring... Well, we'll wait to bring them up. We see what's going on with this cavalry unit. And they aren't even able to gain on us. Okay. So grenadiers, let's get advancing towards that wall. And keep our eyes open. We are gaining hits on this, and hopefully some stray shots are going over there. Our forces in the back are still sitting at tired, even though they're resting and waiting. One of them went down to active, so pretty soon they are active, and we may start walking them forward to join the battle on the opposite side. We got to keep our eyes open to see if more cavalry, because there should be, yeah, there's definitely more cavalry in there that they can send out. So what we may have to do is when we get close up to where we're going to be, switch to square formation in case that cavalry comes out to charge. Hopefully that'll keep our lines thin enough to maybe withstand some of this intense mortar fire. And actually, now that we're up against the walls, tired or not, we need to start advancing our lines on this side to help take the heat. And we're just going to walk, so we shouldn't make you more tired. Cavalry's coming out. We need to start switching. Or we might be a little too late. We'll see. Charging out, and we are not set. Once again, they caught us unawares. But we set just in time. more cavalry that charges out that we're able to take down, the better it'll be once we gain access to the interior. The Swiss infantry right up close for a square formation. And we'll do the same with the 71st Regiment of Foot Scots. Well, we got some wavering going because of the bombardment we're taking. So we're definitely going to have to gain access soon enough. And we're getting down to just the militia for the most part. So we're going to end the square formation over here and here. And we are going to charge this time to go hand to hand against the militia. Swiss infantry, and we're going to start plugging all these gaps and bringing it to them. Hopefully overwhelming them. Getting some access to these mortars. Oh, and we are getting harassed by some weakened horse cavalry. And we're not in square, so I'm probably going to take some more casualties than we normally would. Now we're breaking free. Let's take it to the cavalry. Okay, we knocked them out. They are shattered. Let's continue to the walls, guys. Got us plugged out. They do not. They are not allowing us access. How are our forces on this side looking? Currently tired and very tired from the advance. See my grenadiers up top. Find a way to bust through. I'm hoping that it's mostly against militia and that we will ultimately be able to punch through these narrow openings. We do have them wavering. That's able to bombard us, perhaps. These will come through this unguarded breach, and now it's also time to bring down our cavalry. Now that I've just mentioned unguarded breach, it is time. Periodically in this game, in these battles, I just reconfirm orders because sometimes they have a tendency to forget, I guess is a way to put it. Alright, let's get these grenadiers moving down here on these mortars because they are killing us. Down the ramps, men, down the ramps. Head for the mortars, head for the mortars. While we're clobbered up at the openings, and then we can shoot them in the back. So run down the hill, run down the ramp. We've made it to the floor. Let's start attacking. Mortars, mortars. And taking them out of action. This one has its guns taken out down to 5. We just got to keep moving, taking these mortars out because they're wiping us out. Keep attacking here. Keep attacking here. Keep working to punch through here. No more mortars there. And we got mortars left here, so let's take out the last of the mortars. And we also have entered. So let's start firing in their backs. Cavalry also is available to charge. We're starting to feel like we can do this now. For as difficult as it has been to punch through these holes, I don't think this would have been possible if we did not plug the reinforcement flow. See about firing into their backs. Grenadiers have been tough for us. We're going to silence, yeah, my cannons are silenced. I can't silence the Austrian cannons, unfortunately. Oh, we are through on this side. Let's get to the center, guys, and start capturing this flag. Get this timer counting. Cavalry will pull back so we don't take friendly fire. Oh, and the battle has ended. Whew, that was a toughie. Yeah, 2,173. Getting close to half our force is no more, but we've done significantly more damage to their troops. Still leaves a significant number here in Strasbourg. So maybe we'll do a little healing before we move on, but at least the first stage is done. Payback for declaring war and moving against our city. Look at the construction, yes. We're going to look at our army. We don't have many funds to spend because, well, we don't. We have a new school, though. What do you know? We have a new school. So where do we need to put this one to work? I guess over here on the spinning jenny to help our farms in that regard. Okay. Let me take a look. It's been a little while, it feels, after this battle. Let me look around, see what we got going on, see where we want to move next, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we don't have a lot of funds to spend, so pretty much it's going to be looking around for loose ends that we need to finish up, and one of those is getting this gentleman to the school. And yeah, he's just helping out. We're now getting it out of the 20s as far as turns for our naval improvement. We're getting it down to 19, so the extra gentleman definitely does help. We are going to reposition our army, our little remnant kind of army, over to Milan, just in case Venice, to at least slow and put some hurt on Venice if they decide to move towards us. kind of that delaying force, hopefully. But their force doesn't look too strong to come out against us. We could get lucky. It is going to be an open field battle, though, so anything they bring out will be a little tougher. We do not have the walls, and one thing I try to do as I take over these walled cities, and we're going to do it here, is destroy the walls. Because it's just tough. Wall battles, it's just more epic to have open field battles, and the wall battles are just tough. You can see how they get clogged up, and the frame rates have issues, although this last battle wasn't too bad. We're going to take a quick look at our force in Madrid here and just get a sense for if we move them out. And if we take off, even it's almost worse if we we exempt from tax. I'm sorry, they're already exempt from tax. I was thinking I was clicking on exempt from tax, so we can't quite move the whole forces out. I'm thinking next turn is when, because I want to be able to take the whole freaking army against the Portuguese. What's probably it looks like they're doing is they're sending off a stray unit to maybe go against our school or that kind of thing, do some do some economic damage to us. In fact, what we're going to do here, we have the funds. That's the one thing we have enough funds for, is we're going to add a church school down here to start converting the populace. And pretty much all is quiet on the Americas front, down on the islands, and up here more in the north. We're just going to have to wait for funds before we can rebuild and get our army back to full strength. My concern here now is that they're going to be moving forces to us, and I don't have the funds to be able to strengthen the army, so I am more likely going to be looking to retreat once I get a sense. I'm just hoping that army that we saw over here, I don't know how close it is right now. That's the only problem. I don't know if I should abandon now and not risk my force. I think we'll just hang on for the moment and take that chance. If I lose the army because I'm overwhelmed, well, we'll just have to build a new one. Okay, we have our fifth rates repaired. What we're going to do is we're going to bring one up over here to where they have their navy in one of these ports. This is the one with their navy. We're going to reinforce up here finally. Then we're going to take the other navy back to the East Indies to start rotating, or the other ship, the other vessel, back to the East Indies so we can start rotating, and then as it appears back over there, that'll remind me to scuttle some more ships over. Yeah, there we go. Okay, over here on the Ivory Coast, I just took a look at this trade node also. We are going to take a ship out and get that sent back for repairs also. We're going to send it to the Americas, so that'll be a little more time-consuming endeavor. And we're going to start doing the same on the coast of Brazil. We'll send both galleons back. And then we will cover the trade node temporarily that way. Okay, that would appear to be it for the turn. We're going to go ahead and take the new turn. We got 3 more turns with the current very good cabinet that we have. So that's nice to know. But let's get another turn out of the way, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, we made it to the other side without a lot happening. However, I take that back. The Portuguese had a spare ship out there. They just blockaded us. So our income is 0. So we're probably going to get a warning about our income, and that stinks. So they're gonna feel our retribution here in a moment. But we have a new rake, and where is this? Over in Württemberg, our newest addition to our lands. And the port is blockaded. I was hoping having other ports that wouldn't just lock everything down, but it did. No money left in our treasury, causing dissent among the population, and we need to get that under control, and we will quite quickly. We have our vineyards, and we have a new unit. down in India, a 12-pounder artillery. Well, first thing I need to do, and that's how we're going to lead off the next episode, we're going to give our fourth rates, who should be repaired now. Yes, they are. They're going to go open our port for us so we can get our income back next turn. That just hurts and puts off any improvements and reinforcements for my armies. Gosh darn it. That's about all I can say. Well, anyway, I appreciate all of you, especially those that are still watching at this point in the playthrough, or this point in the episode. I appreciate those that give me the time and really watch the videos. I hope that means you're enjoying it. Drop me a comment. Let me know how we're doing, what you're thinking, or where we should turn our focus as we start getting things back under control. And I appreciate it so much. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. You all have a great one.